Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a new top 10 for you. And today I thought I would do my favorite horror movies, my top 10 favorite horror movies. Now, this top 10 is not like the one on number 9 is better than number 10. All these 10 movies are my favorites. It might change, of course. So, yeah, I did a top 10 list in one of my first videos, but I deleted that one. I've been deleting some videos now because some of them I think are just stupid. I just want to delete them and do new. So yeah. So the first one I got here is Wes Craven's The Hills Have Eyes. And this movie was very scary. It creeped me out. And made me piss my pants. It's probably one of the most scariest movies I've ever seen. The whole plot just scares me, and the whole concept just creeps me out. So this is a great classic and one of Wes Craven's best. But remember, I said one of. So next one I got here, one of the few unique horror movies, Creepshow. This one is a great classic. I love this movie, and if you haven't seen it, you really have to check this one out. Next one I got here is Evil Dead 2: Dead by Dawn. This is a great one. I think this is better than the first. That's just my opinion, but I always like this one. It's a great movie, balanced humor and horror. So this is an absolutely great one. So yeah. Next one I got here is one of the most classic black and white horror movies, and one of the last black and white horror movies. And it was made in 1968. It's Night of Living Dead. It's definitely my favorite zombie movie of all time. And it's just a great classic. But it was really bad acting in this movie and all that. But you know, it's just really great. I just can't explain it actually, but it's just a really great movie, and definitely one of George A. Romero's best movies. I said a one-off, of course. It's not his best. It's a one-off, of course. He really had some balls making this movie because, there was some guys who asked him if he's gonna have a love story, like a love story ending, or something like that. They wanted him to have a love story, but he said no. Because he wasn't into, cliches and all that. So he just said strictly no. He didn't want a happy ending. So he really has some balls, and this movie really has some to be that old. Next one I got here, one of the greatest movies, combined horror and science fiction, and it's Alien. Great movie, definitely check it out. Next one of the most, I think everybody in the world have this movie in their list, and it's one of the most classic and one of the best horror movies you can ever get, and it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's just a true horror classic. And if you haven't seen it, you really have to check it out, because this is just an amazing movie. Definitely Tobe Hooper's best movie. So next here I have, that's also in my favorite movies, and it's Jaws. This movie is great. So yeah, a lot of people would prefer this as a thriller movie. No, it's a B horror movie. We have a killer shark killing people, It's almost like a slasher movie also, and yeah, it's not a thriller movie if you think so. But you know, we could say it's horror thriller, but you know, it is a B horror movie, and yeah, great movie. So now we have just 3 left. Yeah, it's real fast. So the one I have here, you gotta have this one on your list. Everybody loves this movie. I think every list I've seen on YouTube has this in their list. As John Carpenter's Halloween. I almost said a thing, but no, it's Halloween. This movie is one of the most classic and most memorable independent horror films in movie history. You know, this came in 1978, and that year we already had 2 movies that was really over the top. You know, we had Star Wars, and we had Jaws, of course. But then this come out, it was really low budget, you know, and but at that time they didn't know that this movie would become one of the most independent horror films in movie history, which is now one of the greatest, and I think everybody in the world know about this one. Even if they haven't seen it, they maybe is familiar to it. Even if they haven't heard the name Michael Myers or heard of the actor Jamie Lee Curtis, whatever. Everybody is familiar to this movie, and everybody have to see this movie. So yeah. And next one I got here, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Wait a second. Sorry about that. Some noises again. Yeah, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Best Wes Craven movie? Well, that's up to you, but for me this is the best. So yeah, this is a number 2. Well, yeah, it was laying on 2, but you know, it's not number 2 actually. But yeah, this movie is great. Definitely great. And I'm wondering how it was when this came out in the theater. Oh god, they would be real, these kids, you know, they were like, oh my god, Freddy, he's coming, you know. I think they were scared to death by this movie when this came out in 1984. So yeah, great movie. And the last one I got here, this is truly a number 1. Same way, what the hell it is, this is a number 1. And it's Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Truly great, and my favorite actor of all time, Jack Nicholson, you know. So yeah, great movie. It's not everybody loves this movie, but I do. And this is personally my opinion. It's just a great movie, and you really have to check it out. Even if you don't want to see it, you have to see it. Even if you don't like it, see it again. Even if you don't like it again, I don't care. Well, check this movie out if you haven't seen it, of course. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Rate and comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.